Old.
The ethereal plane's a wonderful place.
Oh, those bitches have been following us again.
No, about the time we find the fur is when I'm casting in sea invisibility.
I think you guys have a whole new routine to your winding down for the night.
You know, right as the dome goes up, like
It's
you can't
like
see
before
invisibility.
the dome
invisibility
goes up.
dome.
Look around,
See
dude.
invisibility dome.
Since with all these spell books, I'm taking Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound. 8 hours, can see invisible and ethereal, and it just hangs out around us.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a dome and the dog. And shall pass.
Well, it's about time that Wizards figured out, not Wizards of the Coast specifically, but like Wizards found a way to just like stay alive better, camp out better. Like if you tell me a sorcerer walks out into the woods is like, no, I'm glamping. Here's a hut. Boom.
Yeah.
Right.
So
no wizard is gonna
compared
pop
to like old
down.
school, like I'm an old school D&D fan, where everything's tough, even your long rests are disrupted half the time. Having the hut kind of makes it where it's like, no, that's exactly what a wizard would eventually develop. Someone would develop a spell to kind of
A wizard would, but the sorcerer wouldn't necessarily have it.
True.
Yeah, because it makes sense though, because like literally, you know, a definitive way of like an adventurer or wizard out in like the wild to just like don't have to worry about getting interrupted, or if you are interrupted, you have at least some time to, you know,
react.
Yeah.
You have your long rest. It is the next day, guys. It's been another day, another dollar.
Ladies, gentlemen,
hey,
goat.
Man.
I would say let's go home, but you know.
Yeah, so it is.
Let's pause this popsicle stand.
It is 6 a.m. on the 5th day of Hyrar of the month of Lent.
Let's get out of here.
What part of the city are you dropping us in?
Very poetic. Where we started from.
The port.
Yep. Oh no, the circle we arrived on at the port is where we're coming in on.
Okay.
You cast it.
Yep.
You draw it. And you're telling it to go there. It's like do not comprehend. There's error 404.
Error 404. Circle not found.
Circle not found.
Shit.
What's the problem?
Maybe I'm misremembering the symbols?
You check and double check your notes thoroughly. You're like, no, I'm a wizard. I wrote this down right the first time. I wrote it down right the 5th time. This is right. Why is it not working?
Somebody might have destroyed it.
Error 404.
That's not good.
I could try the one.
Well, you changed the one in the mine.
Yeah, but I remember it though. Wrote it down. I could try that, and
well, if we make it to the mine, we might can go back to Jakka and
steal another boat.
Yeah.
Hey, this belongs to us now. Thank you. We did leave a boat there, right? We would have 2 boats.
We sank a boat there.
You guys sank the boats.
Shit. In the port, did we ever visit a mage area or like a school? Actually, any guilds? Any major guilds might have one.
Grandfather was probably the biggest place.
I say that was a place of study. Wasn't that called Candlekeep or something?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right. Shit.
I don't think Candlekeep is here, but anyway.
No.
Candlekeep would be cool though.
Still, it's a mage library there in Port Nyanzu.
Yeah.
Yeah, same difference. They're all libraries. They're all the same. Books, knowledge. whatever.
Hey man, you want Candlekeep to be here? You're the DM. You make
Yeah,
Candlekeep.
make it so. Ask of it, so shall it be. Well, that's kind of a problem. I could try as the mine cave, but
Well, what about the one Nishra just said? Her grandfather? Who is that? Your grandfather?
No, he's called grandfather.
Why is he called grandfather?
He's an oracle and he's old.
But whose grandfather is he?
The ones that worship in his temple.
Lyra's
It
just
is
gonna.
an honorary. It is not a specific.
That's weird.
You can be elected grandfather?
how are you elected a grandfather? Is this like a way of becoming your own grandfather, where like you like marry?
I'm my own grandpa.
Yeah, becoming your own grandpa. Is that how this is?
My grandfather's not elected. He was just my mom's dad. Actually, he's my dad's dad. I've got two grandfathers.
When I learn the spell, I get 2 locations. Is there another location Kashar might know?
I think the only ones that you wrote down would be the mine and Port Nyanzaru.
Right. But when I get to learn the spell, I get 2 other ones. I'm just curious if there are any.
Well,
yeah,
that might be. He's saying he might be telling you that is the 2.
Oh, those are the 2.
I mean, I'm trying to think of how that, because the wizard learns these things through knowledge and study.
Right.
I
suppose any of the books we have a teleportation circle. Quick, go to the T section. Teleport circles.
Oh, you know what? There is one actually.
Ah.
There is one.
Yeah,
So you
but
can have that one as well.
We might not want to go there, Kashar.
Where's this?
It just has a heart on next to it in the notes.
Oh,
What's the matter with that one?
We don't know anything
I
about
don't know
it.
anything about this one.
All right, if we're going to do the mine, everybody get ready for a fight.
Aren't we always ready for a fight?
I feel like we're always ready for a fight. Yeah.
Who are we fighting?
Yanti.
So I need 50 GP of gems each time I do this.
You need how much?
50 GP worth of gems each time. Well, I guess it's just to make the ink and chalk. So I gotta do it again.
I've got.
I can give you a 50 gem.
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
I can give you 250 gems at some point.
All right, cool. All right, we'll try. Do it again.
I'll delete mine off.
Okay, I'm gonna add this to my notes. Circle with heart on it.
Is that where you're
Are
going? You're gonna go to the heart or to?
Oh hell no! Are you crazy?
Yeah, we pop into Azrek's bedroom.
It's just a Sarac sitting there on his bed with like rose petals on the ground.
For me.
He's just going, bend over, boys.
You thought round 1 was hard? You're not ready for round 2. Seduce me.
That's my cue.
Go get him, Lyra.
So you draw your teleportation circle that matches up with the notes you have for the mine, and you can tell that the portal is got some magic flowing.
Excellent. All right, so we have one. Oh, we just teleport immediately. I see.
Oh, it just goes right then.
Teleport immediately. Yep,
It's
one
not
round.
like you can step through it.
I think it's anything in the area.
Yeah, as you cast a spell, you draw a 10-foot circle. Teleport to your choice. Shimmering portal opens within the circle. Yeah, you drew, and remains open until the end of your next turn. Any creature that enters the portal instantly disappears within 5 feet of the destination, or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied.
Okay. So you guys appear in the mine. Good old classic, nice big room. As you step forward and you look at the
Is it dark in
the
here?
exit to the south, it's pitch black in there. everybody here has vision, except for Theseus, but light.
Yeah, but he has light.
Yeah,
but darkness means it's not occupied. Hopefully,
That's not what darkness means at all.
they would have to have torch for the sleighs, right?
That is not what darkness means at all, Kishar.
I feel like that's what that means.
The exit to the south that leads to kind of like the tunnel around that you guys chase Shago down and her daughter, that is completely caved in. As you look to the secret passageway, you start to go through it towards the east, and it is also caved in. You guys are in a room that is completely
Sealed off.
surrounded by rock, stone.
Kishar,
What?
why did you send us here?
It's a lot closer to home than we were. You're a dwarf. How do we get out?
God damn it.
I got the stuff.
The
How-
portal,
how
the portal
thick-
you came in on is still glowing because it's not technically the
How
end of
thick would you
Kashar's
say this
next
rubble
turn.
is?
Yeah, can I use stone cunning to kind of check out the rubble and what may have caused it?
It looks like it was a force bin, and you're gonna need some powerful explosives. This is a thick amount of rock to get through.
We are not getting out of here like that. That's for damn sure.
So it's not less than 15 feet thick.
No, it's not. I guess you can
Any-
start busting into it piece by piece with like just cast disintegrate over and over and just eventually chew your way out. But
Also, disintegrate will do a 10-foot cube. A stone shape will do another 5 feet apiece.
Where are we on the map?
We're in the mines, right?
I don't. Which mines? There's
right
Go
here where it
to
says River of
Chahaka.
Truth.
Over
You
here.
see the River of Truth?
Gotcha. Okay.
Do we have to jump back through and walk back? God damn it.
He's not
Should
going
have
to make
picked
it.
teleport instead of
You
teleport gate.
You have 6 seconds left to walk through that circle.
Do we try and here or we go back to the jungle?
Well, we're
We
not
can,
doing
we,
anything
can,
good
we
here.
can stay here and punch through this magically relatively quickly. We can create a new tunnel out. We don't even have to deal with the rubble-filled one. Go straight to the north wall and punch north.
Yeah, this is true. I'm sure in one of these spells there's probably pass wall or something.
It's
I mean,
probably
you're the
just-
one with disintegrate, right? You
Yeah.
have stone shape, right?
Yeah.
So you are a wizard. Can you switch out spells?
Yeah.
Then hop to it. I unfortunately did not take either of those.
That's fine. Yeah, I figured it. I'm scrolling through these spell books really quick just in case.
pretty sure our 6 seconds is up.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yep.
I just
opportunity
It's
is
just
gone.
easier for us to do this.
then to walk all the way back. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just going to suggest that before we go and start, making tunnels,
I will take your recommendation on where to put the tunnel.
please.
Oh yeah, I'm not just making holes in the wall. Nine.
Okay.
We know that there's a giant room north.
Okay.
We know to the west, if we're unlucky, we'll have a long bit of stone to go through.
So
There was another tunnel to the east, but you would want to be above where the caved one in. So to the north might be the closest, but it's been a while. I can't tell you for sure.
and that's all well and good, but here's the problem. If these were first closed, there's no telling what kind of damage has been done to the foundation and the roof above it. If we start disintegrating stuff and start moving stuff around, we may bring this entire tunnel that we're sitting in alive in right down on top of
Oh, this isn't a tunnel. This is a giant room.
the same thing applies. You don't want to just go messing with stuff.
Now, so it is one thing. I could also just use stone shape, which forms the stone into the shape we wanted, but it only does it in 5 foot increments.
That
But-
would be better, but it would take us a long time.
Yeah, it would just
No, the walls were relatively thin. Unless they collapsed every tunnel in the entire mine.
yeah. So actually, I think this wall right here should be relatively thin, and if we open up the hole here,
Yeah, can we let the dwarf with stone cunning determine the thinnest point?
Yeah.
That's my job now, is to just start looking around and finding the most secure, weakest point.
Cool. So let's say it takes an hour. You guys don't have to do a long rest to get your magic, do you? You guys have enough to blast through in one day, or do you need a long rest?
I guess it depends on how big.
I have plenty. Well, yeah, it depends how far we have to go in.
So it takes you about an hour and a half or so, blasting through all this. Luckily, stone cunning really helps you know your stuff, and you're able to exit out.
So is the whole system collapsed, or is it just like
most of the system's pretty collapsed down?
Okay, gotcha. All right, cool.
That is actually a good sign.
Oh god, we're here.
That's not where I want to go. I want to go to Chult. Get off the navigation. There we go. Okay, so now you guys are here with the glowing rainbow hand.
I say we head for Jahaka.
Yeah.
We'll send Jahaka.
Hopefully a boat.
Oh.
Well, even if there's not a boat, there is food.
Well, that's true. We're on our last day of rations. Oh, wait. Theseus can make food and water.
Yeah. All day long.
Oh.
But
we're fine.
Jahaka is also the closest port. Now, we did say sink a boat in front of it. But perhaps there is a small sailing vessel that we can scoot out of the harbor with still.
Or a sailing vessel we can acquire. I mean, we've got the means and the methods to,
Are we gonna take this boat and go look for the stash of adamantine that we put on the beach?
No, we're going back to the port to get a real ship.
Oh, okay.
I mean, depends what kind of ships they have. Maybe it's not like a little solemn sloop. Yeah, is that? Maybe it's like a brigantine or something.
It does
It'll
not
take you
bode.
about. Oh, go ahead.
It does not bode well, though, that the wizard's circle was destroyed in the port.
No, it does not.
Maybe they just moved it.
Yeah,
They're
No,
a
it's just-
permanent installation.
yeah. It takes a year to make them. You don't just pick them up, and you don't just change the symbols either, unless like something really bad happened and you didn't want people teleporting in.
So, how much of the mine was collapsed in the end?
Most of it.
Somebody got vindictive.
Yup.
It's like, you fucks.
It was like, oh, if I can't have it, no one will.
I've
Gotta
found
find
the
the world
walking
changed
jack.
a lot in 2 months.
Well, we do have the option to go upstream, but
Yeah, let's go see the port and see if there's a boat there.
How far of a walk is Jaka?
About 2 days.
Yeah.
You guys know the area a whole lot better. We have
technically we can.
Mephisto and Butler to help with scouting. You guys can just travel through pretty easy.
Cool. Well, let's start hoofing it then.
Was that the agreements going to Jahaka?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, folks.
Just remember with Jahaka that they are aligned. They are pirates, Lyra.
What's a pirate?
They're actually slavers and a pirate. So they
Walk thieves. They
Yeah.
come up to him like, "Arr, shimmy mateys, give us your
Oh.
booty."
Can you guys see the map without having characters on there?
Indeed.
Okay, wonderful.
See, it's just as we left it.
Taking a play out of your old book and crawling up the edge of the cliffs to take a peek at night, giving your best chances of seeing what's really going on at Jahaka since you last visited. And a lot's happened in 2 months. This place is completely fortified, tall towers at every corner, probably 6 or 7 tall stations, armed with like soldiers, not just like pirates and brigands and mercenaries. Like there's like soldiers there.
Does it look like Flaming Fist soldiers?
Like official soldiers or mercenaries?
Flaming Fist. You also see the port is full of pirates still. There are many, many ships here. There's probably 7 or 8 fully manned ships. Looks like Jahaka Anchorage has turned from a little hidden pirate port to a full-on pirate fortress.
Man,
We're looking into the just outside of the anchorage, just past the rocks. You see an all too familiar boat sitting there like a beauty amongst beasts.
Oh, they took our boat. Oh, I don't
on
think guys ever.
On the boat, you see 15 men all tied up, and you see one chubby dwarf, and they have a gun to his head.
A chubby dwarf.
Perception check helps your memory get jogged, and you notice that it is Musharib.
Who's that?
He was our guide.
He's the guy that you guys sent to go get your ship and bring it back to you guys about a month and a couple weeks ago.
Not a very good guide if he got captured.
No, he just wasn't a good guy in general. Like, I think we navigated
the storyline. The guides weren't that good.
They were not helpful. Like Reynold was the best navigator.
They got you guys lost. Like out of the first 10 days, you guys were lost 7 of them.
It was so bad. Like a majority of the time, we were lost. And then the guys were useless.
But that's our ship, and we want it back.
Oh yeah.
Well,
hey, look, it's fully crewed now. Yeah.
Well, we have a crew. We just have to go kill the assholes.
Yeah. Who can fly?
I can't fly anymore.
I don't think I can either.
I think it's just you. And we don't have anybody real stealth-like, so we can't go over there and just start knocking them out.
Oh, I'm not planning on going there and knocking them out.
I'm planning on knocking people out.
Well, I mean, not like knocking them out. Like, I mean, like taking them out. Like, killing them.
Yeah. They had guns to his head. Are they? Is there any screaming or are they talking?
It looks like they're talking. The guy there's a guy on board just kind of walking back and forth, probably monologuing at this point. As I said, guns, but crossbows pointed at.
Oh, I got excited.
Locks.
Come on.
No, they're not. These guys aren't that powerful. They're not artificers yet.
All right, guys. So we're gonna kick him in the teeth again, just to prove that fortifying a position does not make it impervious to player shenanigans.
All right, where are we in regards?
We are up here.
Yeah.
I assume they're hanging out way over here.
They're out here.
How many are on there that aren't ours?
Hey, Sarah, what's good?
15?
Probably about 8 guys aren't yours. There's about 15 tied up, and then Musharib.
Hey, Kishar, if you fly me over and drop me right in the middle, I can make them all go away. Well, I can make a lot of them go away, at least. I can scare them.
I can't carry you.
Aye. Are you calling me fat?
Yes. Well, not fat. You're just heavy. Really dense.
We have company. Does anyone see who's swimming out there near the rows?
Follows us, even when we leave. He's just
You
always
you just constantly see his visions. It's like horrible
Oh, damn it.
flashback.
or get PTSD. He's just always he's just always following us, just outside of our field of vision. You know, we see like
Every time you look out the corner of your eye, you just see like a little sphere of annihilation floating. Just every shadow is a sphere.
Do you have the spell fly?
Come on, man. I don't have everything.
You have a bunch of new spell books. Do they have the spell fly?
Oh yes, they have it. I can't learn any of these in the amount of time that we would need to use it.
Because you know as well as I do, we're not getting a robo out there.
What do we think that the likelihood of just talking our way through this will be?
None.
I mean, did they get a good look at who?
We sank their frigging ship in front of the harbor.
We killed everyone who saw us, though.
We
close up.
They don't know who I am.
I'm pretty sure as soon as we say, "Hey, there's a tiefling," they'll know who that
Nishra,
is.
Go fly Nahissa over there and see what they're talking about.
Okay, Nahissa can go invisible and fly over.
Great. Here, Mushorib. I'm not going to tell you where everything is. I'm not telling anything. You want to learn how to work this boat? You're going to have to learn it yourself. And then you hear a very pompous officer type. You're like, oh, well, let's see how you feel as we start taking care of your crew. And a crossbow bolt goes thunk right into the skull of one of his crewmen.
Ugh.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What's the light situation?
There's a decent amount of light, several torches on board.
But are the prisoners scattered about? Are they in one spot? What's the deal?
I've got something.
The prisoners are kind of lined up. Let me pull up.
Dyslexis, can you accurately map out on the battle map where everybody is and what it looks like?
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Please do so.
You can go back and get the ship battle map. The right
because I do have greater invisibility.
I can't see anything.
Give me a second.
We're not on there yet.
Oh, I do have fly. I just don't have it prepared.
If you have greater invisibility, the question is how many?
I can't find the badass ship map right this second.
Because it's concentration.
I will find the badass, you guys' actual ship, but for now we're going to pretend this is your ship.
When I click on my token, it says, this references something that no longer exists.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You know what? Let me give you guys your updated ones.
This is a door to the next over. Oh, sorry. I'll close it.
Yeah, that door lets you go to the undercarriage of
the cool. Yeah, if you want to lay them all out for me.
Bum, bum, bum.
You have one at the door over there?
Damn it, Garth! Leave it open!
Well, greater invisibility would just work on one.
Mm-hmm. But fly over there. Depending on how they're laid out, it could just be a nice AOO.
Kashar, I do have Wall of Force.
Yeah, I do too. But we would still have to take the ship.
Oh, I'm thinking we could just put them in their own little jail.
And then open importer, commoners. Using commoners for the captives.
That might have been the most fun I've had all night. Playing with that damn door.
How big of a dome can Wall of Force drop?
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Indeed.
You know, a fireball would take all of them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Kinda
all the
called the-
ones that are right here in the center, those are all Musharib's crew. They're all tied up.
That's probably not a good thing.
Yeah.
Except for the one that's dead now. And why does he have so much crew? It doesn't take that many to crew it.
Hold on. 5d8. First. It goes all the way up to 5th.
So this is what you see.
You know, if you threw a wall of force up, Kashar, and then a fireball.
I want to see that real quick.
Are you gonna get 2 shots though like that? Oh my
God.
Oh, Kashar just said boom.
Oh, no. I'm not rolling any damage. I'm just checking how much it would have been. Because that'd be sleep at 5th.
You probably wouldn't get very many of
But I
them.
don't think I'd get very many of them, yeah. And I'd likely get the captives.
I mean, if you don't care about the crew, that Musharib
I could kill
brought,
everybody
I mean,
on that
just
ship, yes.
torch them.
You know, if you did the wall of force around them.
Yeah, do something like, well, I'm leaving Musharib out of it, but
I feel like I'm obligated to ask,
You
please
can-
don't kill the other dwarf.
You can make it form around it. How long's your wall?
the wall is...
Just have it do a
over there.
sphere. You can do a sphere with.
Yeah, it's only 10 foot
The
sphere,
wall.
though. 10 foot. Oh. That...
If it's 60 foot long, then no, if you did a 60-foot long wall, you could shape it and it would go.
That would perfectly get everybody.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm saying if you can do
yeah.
a 20, if you can do a sphere like this, then you can do a.
The moment I
shape
do it, the moment I do that, though, I drop out of,
Not with greater invisibility.
it's concentration.
Oh, yeah,
Wall of Force's concentration.
Let me see what spells I have.
Could you get into... It's 100... Do you have Wall of Force?
I do have wall of force.
You think we can get in front or get you within 120 feet?
I don't know. I
Yeah, we
can't
still gotta
fly.
get over there.
I have greater invisibility and I can cast it on you.
Oh, that works. Okay, yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about that one. You just keep wall of force up and then blow the other people up.
Literally, yeah. It would be... I would want to be on this side of the boat that we're on. Wall of Force them off. And then hit this whole thing with a cone of cold. I think that would get everybody.
Okay. So you're protecting Musharib and the crew.
Yeah.
And then Kona Colding everybody else. And it's actually. Yeah.
And I think, like, how much HP do they have? Because they might survive.
Oh, no, they're
Back
not.
up a
Dude, they're
little.
not surviving shit.
They're not surviving.
Come
Okay.
on. Come on. These are
It's a
pirates.
60 foot.
Unfortunately, you guys are
60
level 12, so like you guys can literally fart into a whirlwind and destroy half the planet.
Yeah, so something along those lines.
So once Kashar does that, we'll start, I guess, figuring out we're going to move to the boat swimming, I guess.
But the books.
Or they're going to have to bring the boat to the shore to get us, one of the two.
Right.
We just have to be quick, so.
Ooh, here's a thought. Dyslexies.
Yeah.
How far away from shore are we?
Let me go back to the map.
Yeah, can we get an overview?
Tell ya.
What I can do, once you do the cone of cold, I can drop your invisibility and wall off any ballista that I see.
You're about 300 feet off.
Damn, I was gonna say we could chain wall of force across, but I only have one more, and I assume you also have one more.
I have one.
You have
Oh, I
one?
got as many as I got.
Oh yeah, because you can finagle.
I can do several. So I can wall of force to where they can't get out.
Oh, I was thinking like a wall of force, and then you like kind of like slide down the wall of force onto the ship if we pull it up next to a cliff or something.
Where's
Yeah,
my suit?
Or I can cast a wall of force and we can run across it.
Yeah.
That might be the easier, and that way we'll make our way south and then back up the beach. When you cone a cold, I'll cast the wall of force and everybody just runs behind me. We'll just run straight to the boat. That'd be the easiest.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 'cause I can't think of anything
And
else.
then after we do that, after we get on the boat, I'll drop a wall of force in the middle of the main channel.
Yeah. No, Caesar, we're trying to get the boat working, yeah? Now the boat is working, quote unquote. And they're just taking out for sale. Away. Really fast.
Because
Guys, work at the top.
there's only one channel to get out, which is the one in the middle.
Don't worry about it.
The other two.
Don't waste a spell slot. Save it. And
Oh, I want them to crash a ship into the friggin' wall of force.
right, yeah, but you can only hold. You'll only be able to hold it for so long. Like we'll be long gone by the time they can actually start pulling all the
Before they
spells
can
down.
get
You
a
know?
boat actually moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be gone, but that doesn't mean they won't damage a ship
your-
in the process.
Your wall of force won't be there. That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Because it's got range. Now, if they give chase and they get up within 120 feet of us, and they just so happen to randomly run into a wall.
All right, so that's going to be the easiest way to do this. So as soon as Kashar's cone of cold goes off, I'll cast the wall of force and start running out over the water, running to the ship.
Okay.
I'm
Everybody
right
assume
better follow
everybody
me.
else will be in tow.
Aye, I'm right behind her.
Okay. You guys are on the ship.
Can I have started untying everybody after everyone thinks
I will start setting the ship in motion.
Absolutely. A couple buttons here and there, and it's off again. You just hear Musharib. Waiting forever for you guys. Ugh. Now you show up. Jeez.
You're alive.
Yeah, it took a little bit longer than we wanted to.
I mean, we had to play with the lich, so come on.
Yeah.
Cut us some slack.
Well, I made the most of my time while I was out there. So, we got a lot to talk about. Let's get the hell out of here.
Let's go ahead and head south for our pick up some of the loot we left buried.
No need. Let's go.
No need? What do you mean no need?
Well, you left us out there for like 3 weeks after you told us to show up.
Yeah.
With no orders to do jack shit. The guys were getting antsy. And I was like, well, I know they have us coming here for a reason. They found a whole bunch of gold anyways. So I just told the guys they could get a reward if they found gold. We found 4 loot piles. I can't believe you guys had that much saved up. We found
4 loot piles of what?
Platinum bars. We found all those jewels and artifacts from that. All of them are shaped kind of like little fat leprechauns. What else did we find? Oh yeah, we found the dragon's head that you had buried. It was made out of completely gold and silver. Yeah, we
Jesus.
found all the treasure you guys buried out there.
So did you find what metal was it?
The adamantite?
Adamantine.
Oh, the adamantite. Yeah, we found those bars. That was the first one the guys found. It took them like 4 or 5 days. I'll tell you, 4 days they found that one. The other ones you guys hit a lot better. Took us the full rest of the time. But
You mean it hit a lot better? That bitch was buried like 10 feet plus deep. Makes me sad, but okay. Okay,
no beer to
dwarf.
drink, no women to slay. It's we
Dwarf
got
stopped
a lot
again.
of time on our hands.
Yeah.
In fact, I was actually coming back to check on you guys because we already made it to port and back because, well, we had to leave.
What is going on in the port? We think something is.
Oh, something is an understatement. That is for sure. Oh, well, where do you want to start? You want to talk about how much money you have left or what's gone down?
Left. What do you mean left?
Well, I assume you sold everything.
Let's talk about what's going on in the city first.
I feel like
fists, let me guess.
Well, I thought we have a long ride back. I thought you wanted the long story, but you assumed the short one. In a nutshell,
they're here.
Yes.
So they've taken over.
Well, half of it. You see, there are a couple of the merchant princes that weren't doing too well, right?
Yeah.
2 of them died like, I don't know, 4 weeks ago. Mysterious, real quick deaths. They were sick, so it was kind of, I guess, expected, if you will. You can read that as a death curse. And then the very next week, at a gladiator, all the princes were there to celebrate just this big, big festival that was going on. And there was going to be a fight dedicated just to the princes. And
it was a trap, wasn't it?
It was a horrible, horrible accident. They unleashed a Triceratops, a T-Rex, and a Gorillion all at the same time. Ended up taking out half the stands, including the box seats where most of the merchant princes were staying. There's only about 2 of them left. There's Ethan Talroa and Quaoth. You might remember her, Theseus. That's the one who owns the bug repellent company. They still talk about you. But ended up what happening was Ethan ended up vouching for the Flaming Fist. Said they've already been a presence here and in Waterdeep, and since he had already had time to negotiate with them prior to all these events, then he was on good terms with them, and now they are they're fucking destroying everything, guys. They've taken over Jahaka, as you see. Luckily, this beast is getting us out of here. But piracy has just run rampant there. Basically, if you don't pay the Flaming Fist and buy the correct permits, they basically fine you, meaning take at least half of everything, if not more.
And I'm guessing this is where the rest of your money comes in, yeah?
So we got out of there as fast as possible. I had to think because ships were being checked, and if you did not have the pass, the pirates were getting you. If you did have the pass, they had to inspect you first. So what I had to do, I sold everything. I got the manufacturing set up. I took care of you like I said I would. I traded it all off. Now, don't be mad.
Kashar like visibly like if there could be fire in his eyes.
He's trying not to look at Kashar.
Given what we have in the hold, that's a drop in the bucket.
What we have in the hold? What?
Yeah, with all of the adamantine.
Well, that's what he's talking about.
That's what he's talking about right now. We don't have that. He took every loot that we got from the Dragon's Hoard and the adamantine bars.
They found that wasn't even your guys's.
Yeah, and random shit that apparently wasn't ours that was also buried on the same fucking beach.
You just found buried treasure.
Holy shit, guys! We're in a fucking time loop. That was the previous, our group's adventurers burying in the same fucking spot.
Oh
we're in a time loop, boys.
Hey, we could get there. We could go there.
So how much is left?
12?
1,200?
100,000? Like,
12,000 Electrium.
you son of a bitch.
Don't get mad. Pirates don't steal Electrium. That's what I had to do. I had to take it all. You know how long it takes to get that much Electrium? How much
Sarah,
it takes to convert?
If you don't stop Kashar, he's about to throw Mushroom
Oh,
off the fucking ship.
she's absolutely
The boat has a whole stockpile of Electrium coins down below
You
that
son
no
of a
one will
bitch.
steal.
You son of a bitch.
It's still money. It's
You
still
turned it
money.
into a
It's
left.
6,000 gold.
It's still money.
It is
It is
literally
very little money, and
very little
considering that most of us have no gear and never
What?
got gear, we're way under geared.
What are you talking about? We just came out of a tomb loaded with gear.
we
Actually, it all disappeared.
Oh,
all of the
Oh,
magical
I'm
gear.
sorry,
like the-
not 12,000, 24,000 Electrium. Sorry, my math was wrong.
okay.
So
So
you got about 12 grand total.
we've got
Which
12
still
grand.
won't even start equipping a 12th level character.
yeah, I need a lot of money just for the spells and the books.
I know. Well, the Adam you had like what, 2,000 adamantine bars?
No,
was
we had
40
way more than that.
It was like 40k plus
40,000 bars?
40,000 gold pieces in total, I believe.
In gold pieces. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hold on here. I have it on my hold on. I can tell you the exact amount.
No, it was way more than that.
We had not this features.
Search
Where's-
the notes.
Oh, it's all that's on Roll20. I guess it never got ported over. I wrote down what the I'm expressing. Conditions are 1 ton of adamantine not coming back and attacking. But I believe so we have a ton, a literal
Which would
ton of
2,000
adamantine.
pounds.
Yeah,
Well, we
so
had more than that because we ended up taking it all in the end.
right. So 1 ton plus whatever else was there.
Right. So that would be about let's see. They're worth 100 each.
100.
Yep. All right,
That's
so my
200.
math was a little bit off. So let's add
200,000 for the 1 ton, and it was double that because we ended up with it all.
I
And
think the 1 ton was all there was.
I seem to recall only a ton being mentioned.
Because there's less than
Yeah, it's 1,000 gold pieces
3,000 or
per.
less bars there.
Yeah, 1,000 per 10 pounds.
Let's add one more zero to that Electrium then. My math was just a pinch off.
2,000 pounds.
So 240,000.
That's something.
So that's 120. So that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Hey, we can make do with that.
Well, the first thing we got to do is dodge our way back to the mainland.
Hey.
Wait, what?
Plus, we've got a few trinkets and baubles here and there to sell when we get back to town. You know, we can make up a little bit of money, and I don't need a lot, so that takes me out of the equation. So it's just you and Kishar and Theseus.
Wait, how much were we coming away with? I just
240.
On this ship, he has 240,000 Electrium coins.
It's 120,000 gold.
That's just half of what we came with.
240,000 Electrium coins.
God,
Plus, we
Yeah,
have
Mushroom is
Water
not
deep.
going.
They'll take
Mushroom is
them.
not going to like this trip home.
Plus, we have a boat. We could always sell the boat. How much is the boat?
No, this boat is a one of a kind. It
Right.
takes a minimal crew.
What's so special about it?
Like 3 people can steer it, maybe even 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is a very minimal crew. Like technically, we could throw everyone else off the ship and we could go.
You remember your little clockwork?
aye.
This one is a big clockwork.
Oh, that's very cool.
Let me try to port. I don't know why it didn't port over, but I'll get us the Wave Runner for the next session because, folks, it's 10 o'clock and that's where we're going to stop it here. You are back on the Wave Runner. You have a good amount of gold You
No,
have a
we
whole
don't have
bunch of books.
we don't have
No, I'm sorry, you don't
any
have
money,
any gold.
dyslexies.
You
We don't
have
have any
electrum.
money. We have worthless metal pieces.
You
Well, we have
tons of
stuff from
electrum.
the tomb.
And you do have what you collected in the tomb along the ways.
Aye.
I do have a gold hat.
And there may be some people back in town happy to see you. Musha Reeves like it's not a total waste there. It's just things are a little bit different.
We're
But
not
there's still
going
some of
there.
the princes are still in charge.
No, we're not going there.
All right.
Where-
There's no need for us to go there at this point. I say we head for the mainland.
The
I'll
main.
head back to Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Do you want to go someplace where you're going to get shook down, half your stuff's going to get taken, or do you want to go someplace, gear up, have some fun, and go do other shit?
Well, but I can't leave Cholt.
Sure you can. You're on a boat.
I can't
Yeah.
leave.
I'd like to hang around Joel just a little bit longer.
My family's here, my tribe. I've got a responsibility to go back to.
You can go back a lot wealthier than you come with
Hey.
us.
It's not about wealth.
Did they survive before you?
Barely.
They survived. Have you been there in over a month?
Aye, I was with them before I found you lot in the caves.
Surviving is not living.
Well, with the flaming fists there, they're not going to be living.
If these flaming fists sound as bad as you say, then I need to go home immediately.
It won't matter if you go home or not.
It will matter to me, Nishra.
Your best bet's power up and then go back.
Power up. What do you mean power up?
Grow stronger.
How bad's the flaming fist, really?
It's sheer numbers. When they move an army and we move 5 people,
I've got a god inside my head. How much more powerful do I have to be?
can you take on an army?
Don't know, haven't tried yet, but I'm sure as hell willing to.
And I can tell you the outcome now.
Aye,
I
because
mean,
Nishra...
You'll be doing an Iwick.
I mean, this depends very much on the quality of the army. As they're throwing... Because if they're just throwing, normal swordsmen at us, they're likely...
They are a very reputable mercenary group that gets paid very well to go stomp the shit out of things, up to and including dragons.
And the Flaming Fist, though, is also a presence in Waterdeep. That is well known.
Oh, man. Did you say, what about the Zentarum?
Oh, boy. They're walking around the streets, not so much in the shadows. So finding illicit wares is easier. Unfortunately, the lack of morals in your average man is lower.
So they're more benefiting from the situation.
Yeah. In fact, I hear that they're actually running Waterdeep right now.
Running water. That might be a stop for me. My family's in Waterdeep.
Oh,
My
hope they're
family's
not on
here.
the quarter of the city that got overrun by undead.
The fuck happened while we were in that tomb?
But
How
overrun.
far, what was your name, Dwarfman?
Musharib.
Mosharib. Wait, how far do you know how far this flaming fist has made it into the jungles of Cholt? Are they just sticking to the cities?
So far, most of the outposts have been overrun by the undead hordes. They've been gathering. One horde joins with the next, and before you know it, they're just mowing down entire sections of the jungle. They even pushed up as close as the East Bay. near Kitcher's Inlet, which is where you guys caught up to the pirate ships before.
How far inland is your tribe?
Mine?
Yes, at this point it might be easier to pluck them off this island.
How large is your tribe? Is a better question.
Several days inland before we would even get to the part of the jungle that the tribe was last that I left them in.
Then
How
that's
large is your tribe?
still a lot better than the situation they're going to be in. This is not the island they want to be on.
This is our home.
If the undead are rising again, is it?
Now, the undead will be. They will no longer get any stronger. With Russian sea guns, there's no one fueling the army.
Kishar,
You want to bet?
if an undead army takes over Waterdeep, is it still your home?
No, I am fully with you, but I'm now torn because I'm fully with you, Hira. But if my family's in trouble,
What I'm saying is, at this point, it would be better to pull them off so we know we can take them someplace safe versus you going back, given all that's going on. I lay odds that Yanti is just as deadly as Rasisi was.
I highly doubt it.
You can doubt it all you want,
I also would like to
but the
bring
undead are moving.
like to bring to the fact that my tribe has been living in these jungles for close to 300, 400 years.
Well, technically speaking, we don't have to necessarily defeat the Flaming Fist. We just have to influence the people running the show.
If we take this ship into dock now, half of what's in this hold is forfeit.
Oh, I'm not saying we take the ship anywhere near them.
Well, it can't stay out because of the pirates. As you can see, they have quite a few extra ships now that they're using.
Maybe it's time we become pirates ourselves. Make it quite literally. Start burning holes in their pockets. While they are very large, that also means that they can more easily fall to unnecessary expenses. You said they're in it for the money? Alright, let's start burning holes in their pockets. They can't pay their people, they won't work.
They're getting paid with the prince now. I don't think we can compete with that. As far as taking out the ships, it's fine up until the point where one gets a message off saying which ship we're on, and then they put mages on the other ship and search this one down. Because we have no way of protecting it from that type of magic.
The only thing I can say is that if you're planning on leaving Cholt, you're leaving me here. I'm not going with you off of this island. It's just not happening. And that's just that's where my foot is staying, is right here on this island.
You perhaps should ask your people whether they're willing to stay with that foot or leave.
I'm not with my people. I'm with you. I'm with you people.
And what I'm saying is we go down there and see if they're willing to leave.
I mean, we would have to find them. It wouldn't be that hard. Shouldn't be, at least, as long as they've left enough clues in the jungle for us to find where they're at. If there's an army of undead things out there, they'll be hiding. But it's easy enough to find them if you know where to look.
If the undead are on the move, somebody is moving them.
Oh, aye, I'm sure they are.
Not necessarily.
They don't we watch them. They just randomly moved around the jungle for years. And now all of a sudden they're attacking bases. Concentrated attacks going all the way to the coast. That's directed.
Then it wasn't Rosnasi, and I doubt it was his second. then it's somebody else.
Well, we know somebody that came back. We couldn't kill him.
Right, but why would he take an interest in it now?
Why would we want to fuck with anybody? He knows we're on the island. That would pretty much screw us, wouldn't it?
Who are you talking about?
Asarak.
Oh. You think he's dealing with this?
It's possible.
Oh wow,
Uh,
this is an amazing ship.
Yeah, it's a really cool ship.
Made him angry.
Made him angry.
I mean, yeah. Someone had to go kick him in the face.
No, they said that. Musharif, when did the Undead Horde start attacking?
Oh, it's been about, I don't know, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, somewhere in there.
No,
Shit,
it's
that
not.
was-
It's not Asarak. It's somebody else.
That's when we went inside the tomb.
Well, the only other person would be
The
the
only
one
other
that
person.
took over.
The only other person we know.
Hey, it could be somebody we haven't met yet.
Yeah.
Could be, but it could also been the person that we didn't finish off before going into the tomb.
There's a lot
Raja
of-
C is dead.
Oh, he is? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, his second is in command, and I highly doubt it's her.
We can doubt, but we don't know. And it wasn't his second in command. It was his competition.
Ah.
And they were trying to revive a god.
Yeah, but
What
like
is with
depending on
these
like
evil cult
If
and
they're
reviving gods?
powerful enough to bring a god from his plane to ours,
which they're not. They haven't done it yet.
we don't know.
You would know.
We would know. I feel like rupturing the material plane just a little bit would bring in something that big back.
Yeah, that would be like spell plague big.
That would, yeah, everyone with like any sort of magic will be like, oh fuck.
The only others are there's 2 hags out there.
No, it's the only ones we know
Odd.
about.
Seriously, doubt a hag has anything to do with this. This seems
Yeah.
way, way too big for them.
Yeah, the hags were preoccupied. Maybe this is another a lich or necromancer doing this.
It's the one who had its
the
potion drink.
The one phylactery that's
phylactery drink.
Have you heard of any others, Musharib?
Just straight coincidence.
Is there any history of any other necromancers on this island?
I
What about the
mean,
what about the Red Wizards? They had a keen interest in Soulmonger. They would have to know some knowledge of those kinds of arts.
Who?
you know, I wouldn't put it past them.
Red Wizards. I'm sure the upper echelon is decently capable.
The Yuan-Ti took care of most of those.
No. Those are only scouts. I'm talking like the head honchos, like people who actually run the Red Wizards. Like they said, that was a scouting party. There are more Red Wizards.
Well, they were around the volcano, according to what we knew.
Yeah, but I'm wondering because if I was a head,
We need
Did
to
we-
get this ship somewhere it can be hidden. It's definitely easy to spot.
a little bit obvious.
Musharib, did you see any pirates down where you found our adamantine loot?
Oh no, that was the one good thing. Nobody came down there.
Well, why don't we just go park down there until we figure out what our next move is?
We could
It'll
just
at
head out.
least give us some breathing room.
Yeah, because I don't.
Folks, I'm going to let you guys decide where you want to go. But we are, now that you have your ship, we are going to end here and wait for the rest of the crew. Hopefully, Theseus will be able to join us next week. Reynold is out again next week.
Bummer.
Reynolds is dead.
Sorry,
Is he?
you're correct.
Are
Marg.
you sure?
Marcus.
So is Iwick and Garth.
Right.
Hands
We'll
over.
do, only due to their faults at one point in time.
Well, technically, Iwick wasn't at fault there. Was he?
And that was my bad.
I mean,
Well, he did roll the
technically-
dice.
Well, yeah, I rolled the dice, but technically, I was just following the group's will by chasing the skeleton.
Yeah.
Very
That's
true.
all he was
He
doing over
was
there.
right next to Lyra. It just happened that. Yeah. You want to go ahead and pause the recording or stop the recording, Sosis?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. How do I do
Bye,
that?
Craig.
Good job, Craig. You did. Hopefully, you did your job.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah. So we basically have 2.
recording.